Welcome back to Intables, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. Again, going over my daily plan and exactly how I plan on playing into the SPY. Again, we're leading into two jobs reports coming in Wednesday and Friday, and then we have GDP coming out Wednesday. Our question will be, are we going to continue on with this anticipation of a possible Fed pivot from Jerome Powell coming in December? Again, Nick Timiraos mentioning a possible Fed pivot a few weeks ago, and we have been getting this anticipation since we have been getting, again, that decrease in CPI, and then now we have multiple Feds more than not mentioning a slowing in interest rates would be appropriate soon. So our question is, will we continue on with this momentum? I'm going to go over exactly what we're looking for here. Now, before I jump into this, you guys can do me a huge favor, smash that like button if you find this video useful at all. Hit subscribe if you want to see my daily plan on exactly how I plan on playing into the market every single day. We go over candle structure, overall strength levels, and any key indicators that we need to be focused on. And again, if you are a day trader or you are looking for very volatile breakouts that we mention every single day in the Instables, and again, we mention any breakout that is worth looking at throughout the day, go to instables.com in the description below, and you will never miss a breakout alert today again. So jumping into the daily chart with you guys here on the SPY again, I hope you guys are having a great Thanksgiving. I wanted to go over one specific question, and that question is exactly this. Are we hitting a bottom here, or are we here for a continuation on lower since we have been getting rejections on the upper end of our channel here? What will confirm us to have a major rally here in the market? And the answer to that is going to be answering what Jerome Powell has been looking for. Again, Nick Timiraos mentioning a possible Fed pivot with no Jerome Powell approval here. However, again, very much a Fed follower. So again, very much giving us somewhat of information on the Feds of a possible Fed pivot. And as you guys can see, getting a decrease in CPI, confirming on that strength. Again, as you guys can see here, we were on a pullback, just about to drop below our 50. However, we did not drop below since CPI did save us. And our question is, what will continue to save us here? And the answer to that is not only that decrease in CPI, but what will also save us here, again, what Jerome Powell has been looking for is those bad jobs reports. And coming into next week, again, on Wednesday, we have ADP non-farm employment change coming in before market open on Wednesday. We have GDP coming in before market open on Wednesday next week. And we also have JOLTS jobs coming in Wednesday just after market open. And most importantly, next Friday, we have non-farm payrolls. Again, we had initial jobless claims coming out yesterday. The market did have a pullback on that jobs report. However, not as big of a jobs report. Again, the bigger watch will be next Friday's non-farm payroll. And exactly at the same time, we will get our unemployment rate. So again, that's going to be a major move. Will we confirm with that strength here on this anticipation? That very much will predicate, in my opinion, next week's jobs data. So now our question is, with this candle structure, are we going to continue on higher? In my opinion, as we are coming up to the upper end of our channel here, we do need, again, that proof of concept on the upper end of our channel to show us that we are continuing on above this trend, or else we are going to respect this trend and possibly continue on lower. So again, we very much need that confirmation on that anticipation leading into Jerome Powell in December. And don't forget, we have one more CPI, again, an inflation report the day before Jerome Powell in December. So again, just keeping that in mind. Now, as far as our overall strength shows, as you guys can see, again, we have been getting a cool down on that decrease in buy pressure. However, not exactly a major sell-off because we have no sell pressure coming in. As you guys can see, we got our increase in buy pressure. Now looking to see if we will continue on with this increase in buy pressure. We have not broken above our prior buy pressure points to show us that we are increasing in strength quite yet. However, we are increasing somewhat in strength since we do have 2 days now of solid green bars. Now we need to continue on with this increase in buy pressure and break above our previous buy pressure points, or else we could possibly have a rejection coming soon. However, one thing to keep in mind when we are looking for increases in buy pressure is to be watching our EMA lines. And as you guys can see, our EMA lines are pointing up. They are still above the median over MACD, again, having the largest rally of the year that we have been mentioning for almost the whole year since we've been having this pullback. Looking to see if we will get that next largest rally of the year, and that's exactly what's happening here, guys. So our question will be, again, if we do get that increase in buy pressure, we're going to see exactly what happens here. But one question I would be asking myself, in my opinion, is if we have room to run to the upside. And as you guys can see, again, just breaking above our prior high here on our RSI, showing us a lot of strength here. We are not in overbought territory. As you guys can see, we are still below overbought territory. So we still have room to run to the upside here on the RSI. However, we are coming into our resistance here. So in my opinion, if we are going to jump in overbought territory, we could break just above our channel here, but we need that proof of concept. Again, looking for a possible break, a possible cool down on that break, and then looking for that proof of concept again with a possible engulfing candle here, showing us that we are increasing in strength, increasing with that proof of concept. And again, like I said, looking for those bad job data reports coming in next week, and also our next CPI just before Jerome Powell speaks at our next Fed rate hike. Again, going to be very key. And the argument has been for inflation, since we have been getting decreases in gas prices, then we would have a possible continuation on decreases in CPI. That is the argument at this point in time, and that's why a lot of people are expecting a possible bottom or a possible rally here. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's nothing worse to come, but it does mean that we would have at least proof of concept to show that we are breaking out of a trend that we continue to get rejected at. Again, multiple times rejected exactly here on the dot, and multiple times that we did mention this throughout the year. Again, if you do want to continue to see my daily updates, again, I mention every single day on exactly how I plan on playing into the S&P. I mentioned the SPX on Saturdays. I go over the market every single day. And lastly, our biggest indicator that we have been watching for is the DXY. Again, this is our dollar. A question has been, will we continue on with strength to the downside? As you guys can see, again, we're looking to see if we could continue on lower here. And as you guys can see, just now closing a body of our candle into the lower end of our wicks here that we did get a bounce from. So yes, we have been decreasing in strength here in the dollar, showing us that we can increase in strength on the SPY. However, our next support on the dollar is going to be our next strongest point for that possible rejection in the market. In my opinion, that very much will be here. Again, like we've been mentioning here, just at about 105, we do have a rejection that we had to the downside and to the upside here multiple times. Our question will be, can we continue on down below our 105 range here? Will we continue to sell off here on the dollar, or will we get a possible bounce for more consolidation in the market? And again, in my opinion, if we do have more consolidation here on the dollar, more proof of concept for that continuation on lower, or even that possible continuation on higher, that very much will be because the market is indecisive if we will have a possible Fed pivot. And again, if we have, again, good jobs data reports coming out like we did yesterday, then we could have that possible consolidation if we have, again, good jobs data reports coming out this coming week. So again, just keeping that in mind, we could have possible consolidation here if we hit support here at 105 on the DXY on the dollar, and that very much could be on the upper end of our channel, looking for that proof of concept, maybe even a rejection possibly on the SPY if we do find support on the dollar. So again, keeping that in mind. But however, if the dollar does continue to sell off and we do get that proof of concept on the upper end of our channel, which again would give us that break, then in my opinion, we would be looking for that continuation. That's exactly what we're looking for here, guys. And again, like I said, just keeping in mind that we have jobs data coming out on Wednesday, GDP coming out on Wednesday, again, before market open as well next week. Again, just keeping that in mind. And then again, most importantly, non-farm payrolls next Friday. Now, again, with that said, if you guys are day traders or you are looking for very volatile breakouts, we mention them every single day in the Instables room. Any breakout that is worth looking at throughout the day, go to instables.com in the description below. And only for $15 a month, you guys will never miss a breakout alert today again. And all of you Instables, I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys, again, do have a blessed day. Do not feel bad about taking off tomorrow. Tomorrow may be a very slow day. So again, God bless every one of you guys for the next 4 days. I hope you guys do have a nice week off. And again, much love to everyone of you guys. We're going to continue to go at it. Stay patient. Take what the market gives us, as we always do. And staying consistent is going to be always the number one key. For me personally, is the most important thing, especially in this type of market. And when the market does bounce back, we know exactly what kind of breakouts we're going to be getting. And again, much love to everyone of you guys. Again, I hope you guys do have a blessed Thanksgiving. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help the channel grow. And I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all. And I'll see you guys in pre-market.